Hey B-Mize, I just wanted to make a quick video and show you this recipe for a crustless pizza that I got. And if you're watching, thanks Brenda, appreciate you for the recipe. Basically it's a pizza with no crust on the bottom, and what I use for the bottom part of it is ground turkey, and you can use any type of ground meat at all. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. So what I've done is I preheated the oven to 375, and I'm going to come over here and show you what we're going to start off with. I'm going to start off with about a pound of the ground turkey. We go between Jennie-O and Purdue just because, I don't know, it's whatever's on sale, but it's pretty good. Both of them are pretty good. You can use ground beef, you can use sausage, whatever kind of meat you do have or ground meat you do have that kind of will stick together and form a patty. To that we are going to add, what I do, you could add whatever spices you want, but I add about a tablespoon of basil, about a tablespoon of oregano, and about 2 tablespoons of garlic, because we like garlic. And then of course you can salt and pepper it to taste. And what I do is I'll put those in a bowl and mix it together, and I'll show you here in just a second. So I've mixed this together, and I'm going to let it sit in the refrigerator for about an hour just to let everything kind of rehydrate and kind of meld with the meat a little bit. I find that tastes better when everything's mixed in the meat instead of just on top, because it does incorporate it, and it kind of makes it a little bit juicier, not as dried out as well as when you have something that'll hold the liquid in there. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let it sit for about an hour, and then we'll take it out. We'll make a crust out of it. So I've let the ground turkey meat mixture set for about an hour in the refrigerator. It's all kind of mixed together, and some of the herbs are a little hydrated, and we're going to go ahead and dump it in this the stoneware that we have. You can use any pan that has sides, because you're going to get some liquid off the sides. If you put it on a regular pizza pan, you're going to probably get overflow, and it's going to drip into your oven, and then you have to clean it, and that's not so good. So what I do is just go ahead and I just dump this right in here, and I go ahead and just make a crust out of that. The best way I find is to use your hands. They're probably the best tools that you have. And just go ahead and press that in, and do that. Okay, you want to leave a little bit of an edge around on the side. If you can kind of see there's a little bit of an edge to kind of keep the sauce in there when I do put the sauce on. You want to make it thin, but you don't want to make it too thin, because it is going to shrink up, but you don't want any holes left in it after it gets done cooking. So what we're going to do is we're going to go put it in 375 degree oven for about 15 minutes, or until it's done, and we'll check for doneness after 15 minutes, and we'll see. So 15 minutes is up, and I've taken the bottom crust, I should say, the big old turkey burger patty out of the oven on the base for our pizza. It's nearly done. It's not quite done, because when I put it back in, I'm going to cook it for another 10 or so minutes until the cheese gets nice and melty. So I don't want to overcook it and it be really dried out. And then what you do, you can put any type of sauce on there you want. You can put pesto sauce if you can't do tomatoes yet. You can put Alfredo. Today I'm going to use some Prego Heart Smart garlic and onion. Just sounds pretty good. I'm not going to measure it out. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit on there. Now this is 12 grams of carbohydrates per half cup. I would say that's probably about a half cup there. And just kind of spread it around, see if you need a little bit more. I don't think I'm going to. You can always save a little bit back and put a little bit more on there afterwards. Put a little bit on the side if you want a little bit more, a little moister. But I would say that's probably good. And on this, I usually put the turkey pepperoni and whatever else veggies that I usually I usually like. Today I'm going to go ahead and I did some I sauteed some onions in olive oil, and I cooked them till they were translucent and just about to caramelize. They're nice and brown around the edges. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. Leave a little bit of the olive oil in there for taste. Now, if you don't like onions, you don't have to put onions on there. You can put sausage on there. Now, you can make this with hamburger meat if you want. If you want to put regular sausage on there, anything to get your proteins in, and anything that you can stand as far as eating, whether you are banned, you are bypass, or just regular weight loss. It's all good. This is pretty healthy as long as you do it lean. And instead of putting meat on there today, I'm just going to go ahead and put I want to put lots of mushrooms and onions on there, because we like lots of mushrooms and onions. And then I know I like it nice and heaping because I'm from Chicago, and Chicagoans like the deep dish, so we're going to go deep dish today. And then on top of that, I'm going to go ahead and put some Italian blend. It's got mozzarella, provolone, romano, asiago, and Parmesan cheese in there. I'm just going to sprinkle that on there. Now my wife, the invisible wife, does not like a lot of cheese on hers, so I'm just going to sprinkle that on there a little bit. And then sometimes I put a little more cheese on mine and melt it underneath the broiler. And that makes it really good too. So what do we got here? We got protein on the bottom, and then you got your veggies in the middle, not a whole lot, and then you got more protein with the cheese on the top. And we're going to put this back in the oven for about 10 minutes or until the cheese is nice and melted and everything's all hot and bubbly. And we'll take it out and we'll take a look at it here in just a moment. Now I should tell you that I'm going to go ahead and crank this back up to about 425 just to get that a nice hot oven, and we're going to put the timer on about 10 minutes to get all those veggies and sauce nice and hot. Okay, so I just took it out of the oven, and as you can tell, it's nice and a little bit brown on the top. It's all melty and bubbly, and it looks really good. Now, keep in mind that you need to experiment with this. If you want to make a taco pizza, put taco seasoning in it, fajita seasoning in it, top it with whatever you want. If you want to, like again with the taco pizza, if you want to put like onions, green peppers, cheese, cheddar cheese on top of it, make it a fajita pizza, that would be fantastic. You can put Alfredo sauce on it, you put a clam sauce on it, and make a seafood pizza. You could do everything, whatever you want, make it as healthy as possible. And just put on there whatever you can tolerate. Okay, this is my crustless pizza, high protein, low in carbohydrates, and very tasty. So hopefully everybody enjoys and have fun being creative. And actually it turned out pretty good. I don't think I put enough, maybe not enough salt in the bottom of it. Actually I didn't use hardly any salt at all. Maybe a teaspoon. And you use your spices to your taste. If you like something a little bit spicier, put a little more spice in there. If you like something a little less spicy, put a little less. Do it however you want. Make it healthy as you want. But it's good. It turns out good. It saves on the carbohydrates, and it's pretty good for you. So enjoy. Hopefully you guys make it and show me yours. Thanks.